Bungie has officially delayed Marathon. Your voice has been strong and clear. Mike, tell us about this.
So apparently they are indefinitely pausing this game. I think part of it is, they had the big announcement and it kind of went over like a fucking rock. A lot of people don't really trust Bungie right now. I think that they've completely dropped the ball on shit like Destiny. It's kind of embarrassing. They announced this game. It got no hype. A lot of people criticized a lot of weird shit that they found and talked about with the game. And now they're saying, oh, well, I guess we just need some more time, even though they sounded really fucking confident when they first talked about this, that this was going to be a game changer and they needed people to let it happen and all that stuff. But apparently they did alpha tests for the game. And on top of that, there was also a bunch of stolen artwork in the game,
a lot
from other, other people. So egregious that like there was no denying it. There wasn't, oh well, this is a coincidence. It was very apparent. So between all of that stuff, they decided, we're gonna put this on the back burner. My thing is, I think the alpha tests probably were not nearly as important to them as whatever legal battles they're probably facing right now with a bunch of stolen fucking artwork. Because the thing that's terrible for them isn't just one person suing them for stolen artwork. It's like 20 or 30 artists suing them for stolen artwork. Now you have a whole case against you and a bunch of different people that you have to deal with. I think that's probably the more likely thing that was happening here. So
yeah, this game's a disaster. Bungie is running into the same problem that a lot of people think that this is the Bungie of old, and it's not, and it hasn't been for a long time. You can look up the history of Bungie. The Bungie that you once knew and loved does not exist. This is Bungie in name only, but it's even worse than that, it feels like.
As most Western gaming companies.
Yes, absolutely. And
I'm going to read some of their quotes here when you get a second.
But go back up to that headline of this article. Bungie has officially delayed Marathon. Your voice has been strong and clear. This is why complaining is always the right way to go. It doesn't matter how many people say, oh, don't be negative. Don't complain. And if it works, like if enough people agree with you, then you can make a difference on that front. And, it's simple as that. So don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't complain about something. Complaining on the internet is something that we all do, and it's fun. And fuck the people who don't like the complaining. So and that tells you right there, complain.
A lot of the people that have been doing the complaining were on the other side of the aisle screaming, why don't you have more representation? Why don't you have more of this in the game? And screaming about it and then getting what they wanted. And now those people are turning around and saying, don't listen to those online guys. Nobody cares what they want and stuff because they know their time is over now, because they've cooked these companies and they've lost them a ton of money. But yeah, so this game is supposed to drop in September, on September 23rd, which is right around the fucking corner. So they said that they're taking to heart the real-time conversations on social media and in Discord, and they said they need more time to craft the game into something that truly reflects your passion. For much discussion with our dev team, we decided to make the decision to delay the September 23rd release. What I think is more interesting is all the excuses and reasons they gave for why they're delaying it. They said things like, we're using this time to empower the team to create the intense, high-stakes experience that a title like Marathon is built around. This means deepening the relationship between the developers and the game's most important voices, our players, blah, blah, blah. Over the next few months, we'll continue to close testing, blah, blah, blah. This is the part that's interesting, though, is the areas that they're going to focus on with their additional development time. Improving the survival gameplay, adding better AI, more rewarding runs, and more strategic comments. It also says it plans to double down on the Marathon universe with improved visuals, more narrative storytelling, and a darker tone. It will add more social experiences to the game, including a better experience for solo, duos, and proximity chat. What this says a lot of, without really saying it, is the game wasn't done.
No.
The game wasn't done. Because this is almost verbatim. If you go back and look at the development of Destiny 2, what they said about Destiny 2. We heard you guys about Destiny 1. We know what your complaints were. We're going to go back. We're going to add more narrative-focused storytelling. We're going to add more of this and more of that. This game sounds like it was completely not ready to go, and they were going to just throw this shit out there as a premium product and say, here's the next big shooter. And all we had was mostly a really overly produced trailer. It Yeah, so I think the reality was this game wasn't done at all, and they were just going to put the shit out and say we'll fix it as we go. And now they're realizing that will completely kill the game in the beginning.
Have any of you seen like a lot of the footage of this game? Like Kata, were you following any of this? Like,
I was watching it. It looks terrible.
Yeah, like it looked like they probably might have had like a good idea in theory, but as soon as you actually saw what they were trying to do, and then the backlash that they were facing, because I did a video on this like a month ago, I think, or whatever it was, maybe a month and a half ago. I was reacting to somebody else talking about it because the marathon backlash was just so bad, and the stolen artwork. Again, man, this is I don't know if this game, I don't see any scenario where you go back to the drawing board, you try to fix this, you try to listen to complaints. I don't think there's a way this game is successful. I don't see any scenario where this game can be successful based on what we've had up to this point. I just don't. What are you going to do? Marathon? You're going to put a MAGA hat on the characters or something? Like, how are you going to change the perception of this fucking game? It's not going to happen. There's nothing you can do to change the perception. This game is basically, this feels like a Concord game. What was the budget on this game? What was the budget? Like a couple $100 million probably?
I'm sure.
Had to be.
Yeah.
If it's Bungie, it has to be.
Yeah, it's at least a couple $100 million. I just don't think.
Agreeing with you, it doesn't matter about the delay. There's nothing they can do to save it. It's done for.
Yeah.
Like, even if it comes out and let's just say in a perfect world that the gameplay is so much better and the aesthetic looks so much better, people are still going to equate it to what they saw like a month ago. They're still going to say, oh, that's Marathon, the game that stole the artwork from that person and it looks slow and it looks like a buggy Destiny mod or something like that. They're not going to give it a chance. So either way, they're done for.
Yeah,
it's done in the court of public opinion, so it doesn't matter what they do. It's over with.
And
Especially with the other game, Arc Raiders, coming out too. That is the exact same game, which is an extraction shooter, and it looks so much better. There's nothing they can do about it at all.
Yeah, absolutely.